Seen ups and downs. I know you don't understand the things that I'm saying. I just to say it anyway. I cannot put it all away. This means a lot to me. This means a lot to me. It's family time.
Hi, the Talking Drum podcast family. If you want to join in the conversation, kindly leave a comment in the comment section. And while you are there, don't forget to subscribe and hit on the notification button so that when our videos are out, you are the first to be notified. Thank you so much for watching. Now let's get back to the conversation.
So let's do this quickly. What people think of me. Okay. If I really have an understanding of myself, does it matter or not? Let's talk about the negatives and we just weigh into the positives and we can share a few stories and I think people will really understand.
First off, what people say about you does not matter. But you see, there's always a balance. There's family, people you uphold, and there's the world. Every other person could even be your friends and all that. So there are two sides to it. What I am of the belief is that if there's someone who has some level of authority over me and is within my nuclear family space, that I can vouch that these people love me, or I've established a concrete relationship with this particular person I call my friend or beloved, and within all that category, then the things that you say about me, I consider them to be things that I can listen to and pick a thing or two from them, because I know that everything is said from a place of love. But any other person else that I would not consider your advice over my life, because you've not been in my circle, you've not been in my space. You have no idea how complex, human beings, we all have our complexities, idiosyncrasies. Everybody has that. And so if I've not permitted you to be in that space that I have created myself, then what you say about me is most likely something I do not hold its weighty.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
That's good. Do you think where we come from, where we come from is a different factor, even compared to the world out here. But do you think negativity, has taken its stand in the way people view the world, or even the way people view each other?
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't really see. I think this is a normal analogy, but let's really look into it. I don't know why positive things don't really sell.
They don't sell. They don't cross borders.
But when something is negative, when it really comes to be fueling negativity, clothing it with criticism, damning, destroying,
condemning.
It is always like heads up above everything.
Yeah.
When there is a new development on, let's say a new breakout, a new development in tech, people being helped, I could go on and on and on. It is not being loud enough, but things that hold no value are often louder. And I think it's now a culture that may or probably can never be abolished.
I mean, from time immemorial, it didn't just that. That's how it's always been. Bad news always spread.
So it also becomes like anybody who has a different view, worldview of greatness, worldview of change, worldview of me having something, that the world would listen to or the world will appreciate, will make the world better, you are often met with this scrutiny and this, great rage of hate and resistance could also be the perfect synonym we can fit with that statement. Why are we often, would I say, are we programmed to think that way?
I think it's a natural thing for humans. It's a human way of relations. I don't think it's really, probably the psychologists have an explanation for that, but since I've known, and I mean, yeah.
Okay, we are not perfect ourselves, but have you ever belonged to that circle of, thinking?
At a point in everybody's life.
You see, that is what you just see a post on social media. We just read the headline, we jump straight into conclusion.
Straight into it. At a point in everyone's life, we've all been victims of that. And my thinking with regards to that changed after I joined Holy Hill Chapel Assemblies of God. Our bishop, there's something he always says. He says that let bad news stop with you. Or he has a way he says it, but this is how best I can explain. He says, like, when bad news is moving around, and probably there's a news that a public figure has gone to commit adultery, and there are videos, sex leaks, and it's spreading everywhere, and everybody has it.
It receives it receives warm. It has better reception than even the State of the Nation's address. So nobody even cares about that.
Someone sends it. Let me use our friends in church. Someone sent, maybe Edna has it, and she sends it to me. I send it to Junior. Junior passes it to Ernest, and then sends it to Shadrach. When it gets to Nyame, you delete it on your phone.
Okay.
And it ends with you. So he used to usually say that, and I thought about it, and I'm like, you could argue that you will delete it on your phone, but the next person will carry. But we are shot by about probably 5 more views. Who are people in your circle that could have had it if you didn't delete it? And so I think there's some kind of reprogramming that has to be done for all humanity to actually buy into the idea of crashing and halting bad and negative news when it gets to us, because the natural thing to do, I just saw this, wow, the natural thing to do is to forward it to somebody. But if you first sit down and think, this is something bad.
This little gap
going to destroy some. Is it worth it? Is it worth sharing? Of what benefit or importance is it me sharing it to somebody? Is it going to edify, break somebody, or hone someone's already interest in that particular sin that they are waiting for an opportunity to actually jump on it? So I think we have to do some serious reprogramming. Yeah.
Serious reprogramming. So when it comes to you even knowing your worth and yourself, it starts with this. So for example, if I have a product, let's say even Apple, when they're about to release a new product, let's say people are now waiting for the iPhone 18, if that is.
Yeah.
When the iPhone 18 is about to be launched, we all believe that the product has been subjected to test and has gone through all the series and all phases for this product to be deemed right for the market.
Yeah.
So the manufacturer, which is Apple, has a testament that the product can perform, according to all the variations that they have released about the product. They know that the product can actually stand the test of time. So your opinion about the product does not matter.
No, it does not change anything.
If you say the product looks crooked or weird, or the colors are not good, or the product is fake, vague, your opinion about the product doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Why does it not matter? Because the manufacturer knows what it can do. Okay, and the product itself has, has been vetted and, let's say, approved.
It speaks for itself.
To pass the series of tests or any function that you will subject it to. So your opinion about the product doesn't matter. It's the same thing applies to us. For example, if I come to you and say, AJ, you are stupid. Okay, maybe perhaps, what would be your approach to it? Knowing
Not
yourself, or maybe coming to me, oh, Nyame, I think you're not clever enough. I think you're dumb. Oh, perhaps I've made some dumb decisions, That is, we call it constructive reprogramming.
Yeah.
So, I've done some dumb things, but that doesn't make me dumb.
It doesn't make you.
Because I know myself, I know what I carry, I know what I possess. For example, if we can go on and on and on. If a BMW releases the latest version of its car and says this car can travel 200 miles per hour, your opinion, if you drive that car at 60 miles per hour, okay, it doesn't make that car a 60 mile per hour car.
No.
Because you are using that car at 60 miles per hour. Somebody can go 80 miles per hour. You will see that person and you'll be like, wow, 80 miles per hour. Meanwhile, so you are in possession of that vehicle that has the capacity to go 180 miles per hour. So you look within yourself. We have the capacity to do anything. Only if you put your mind to it. That is how I feel. And that is how I think we all should start thinking, if we are not thinking in that phase already. Okay, there is this story I would want to share. There is this farm boy who had a poultry farm close to, it was close to a mountain. It was closer to a mountain. So one day he found the egg of an eagle.
Okay.
That rode to, the farm. So he picked it up and put it in the midst of the eggs that were in the farm already. So when the eggs hatched, mind you, that was an eagle egg though, but it hatched with chickens.
Okay.
So now that eagle got to be raised in a poultry farm with the rest of the chickens. So now it got to think like a chicken. It got to eat like the way a chicken will peck in the floor. It will drink from a drinking trough and feed from a feeding trough. So now the eagle grew and started thinking and moving and behaving like a chicken. Meanwhile, it was an eagle. So gradually, as the eagle was growing, it will lift up its head to the sky. And sometimes it will feel like something was burning in its chest.
To fly.
It feels like it belongs to the sky, but there was this kind of environment that was constricting him, that it wasn't a reality. So he had to belong to where he was belonging. So one day a mountain climber was passing by the poultry farm and it was like, you don't belong here. You are meant for the mountains. You are meant for the sky. What are you doing here? That is not where you belong. But the farm boy was like, it's been here all its life. It was brought up to be a chicken. It eats like a chicken. See the way it's pecking the floor. It's drinking like a chicken. It's thinking like one. So I don't think you belong anywhere else apart from where you are. So you don't need to go anywhere. You need to belong here because that's where you are comfortable. And so that happened the first day. The second day, the mountain climber said the same thing. You don't belong here. As a matter of fact, let me show you something. It picked up the eagle, put it on top of the poultry farm and told the eagle to fly. You were made for the skies. You are a big and a magnificent bird. You are king of all birds. What are you doing here? Fly. Now the eagle looked up and saw the magnificent sky and looked back at the chicken coop and be like, nah, this is where I belong. Fear had gripped it. And now the mind, neural pathways had been created in its mind that, okay, I don't belong out there. I can't do it. So it returned back, pecking the floor, and that is where it felt comfortable. So on the third day, the mountain climber did something different. The mountain climber now took this eagle and took it on top of the mountain to the tallest of them, the apex of the tallest mountain in that range. And now told the eagle that you were meant for the sky, fly, fly. And it pushed the eagle. So one time when the eagle felt the breeze passing through its wings, it spreaded its magnificent wings, and it just let the air carry the eagle. And the eagle started flying, never to return to the chicken coop. So what is the moral of the story? The story is talking about us. You know, we have been brought up to think in this chicken coop, and we don't want to spread our wings and fly. We were made as eagles. That is the original design of God. Yeah. We were made to dominate. We were made to rule over resources. We were made not to rule over people, not to rule over a fellow man, but over resources. That is your power. You were made in a form that impossibility is not your language, but you were being taught, we were being trained to speak that kind of language. Now, the mountain climber can be that thing that is pushing you to your greatness. Yeah. So the mountain climber can also be a predicament. It can be that job that when you go, you always feel like, I don't belong here. I don't belong in this job. I don't belong in this food. I can do better. I can fly. Yes, you can. It's because you have not spread it. You have not spread your wings yet. You need to spread your wings and fly. The opinion of people. If the eagle had continued to listen to the boy, it would have still been in the chicken coop, and it wouldn't have served the purpose of which it was created. It would have wasted its beautiful wings living in the chicken coop. So spread your wings and fly. People's opinion about you, it doesn't matter. Oh, we have even designed our life according to the pattern of others. You say that, okay, you were meant to be in a field because it was purported that this is how you will feed your family. This is how you get there. Some people actually traded their destinies just to make family feel okay.
Yeah. Because when you were young and when they were bathing you, Kofi will be a doctor, then they left you in the sky. Kofi will be there.
I was being told, hey, prof, you're a professor.
So your whole brain, that's what you've heard. So you are going through that.
And sometimes you would want to, most of us will come from families that didn't have the opportunity to choose, as we discussed in episode 1, if you remember. But you are an eagle. The car you have, perhaps you are driving at 60 miles per hour. The things you are doing, you think you are comfortable, but you can go 180 miles per hour. Nothing is stopping you. The only thing that is obstructing you is your mind. People's opinion are vague.
Yeah.
It is not real. It's like a mirage, and it's going to disappear when you make it a point for it to disappear. It doesn't really matter. We spend a lot of time doing things to impress people who don't care about us. They don't like you. We actually do that.
There are a lot of emotions that go behind this thing we call phone and social media. It will shock you. The fact that people are hailing you online and you have no idea the facial expression with which they are typing that.
People will even send you laughing emojis with a frown face. You do that all the time. At times there is this friend of mine. You share a link or a video. He'll reply you within 2 seconds with a fire emoji and laughing emoji, and I was like, my brother, this thing I've sent you is not even a joke.
It's not even
funny. So what? It's like.
You see, so people hide under the pretense of all these things, and I like the analogy that you shared about the manufacturer. And the product thing. I think with before a product will come into place, the manufacturer has a list of specs that he wanted his product to meet. and they met everything before he brought it out.
Facts.
So what you are coming to say, if you have something better, why don't you bring yours? I chanced on a certain video on Instagram when there's this photographer who made a very nice design. I think he made a commercial. It was perfect, like to me, with the lightning, how the scenes and everything. It was so cinematic, and I was like, wow, you know the mistake I made? I went to the comment section.
You don't want to
Something
go.
I admired so well that, I mean, I wanted to. It was very nice. You know, the mistake I made was going to the comment section, and someone had, I mean, people were, oh, this is nice, congratulations, this is the best thing I've ever seen, this is a nice video and all that. And there goes this negative comments. The person
There
said,
is always one. Always one. Always one.
the light was a bit too bright, you should have reduced it a bit. And you know what the person
The author of the video.
the author of the video,
Go
he
ahead.
was like, thank you so much, when you make yours, then you reduce the brightness. I was like, this silences it all. Why are people so opinionated, and why do people feel so entitled to other people? You are just scrolling through things, you chance on it, you don't like it, just pass and go. Why did you have to come and leave a negative comment
Oh,
over there? He is the manufacturer of the video. He did it according to the specs he
His
wanted.
taste.
His taste. So,
It would
what right do you
It
have
would definitely not be your taste.
Exactly.
And that is fine.
And that is fine. Just move on. I mean, you cannot be a fan to everybody. I mean, you can sometimes tell this is not for me, and then you move forward.
Exactly.
He designed, it took him months to structure this whole thing, and it came out exactly how
he wanted it.
he purported it to be. And I think in our lives, sometimes when people try to have opinions over our lives and over our decisions, look, we are here by a manufacturer. When God was making me, there was no mistake. And you know, I mentioned that every individual has his or her own complexities and idiosyncrasies.
Exactly.
It's normal. So if mine complexities do not resonate well with you, just move on to someone else whose ideas and values and belief resonates with you, and that's it. But why do you want to dump your
that is when
opinions?
they can't be like you. We already talked about that,
Yeah,
especially
so
when we were talking about
everybody feels they have a voice, they have something to say over your life, and it is up to you to accept what people are saying over your life. I used to be like that. I mean, where we are coming from, it's like the whole community has a voice, a level,
Hey.
this voice over you that they can put
Madam,
you in a box.
You've hit a point.
And and try to let you fit in a particular standard.
Hey.
As a woman, as a gentleman, as a man, as a boy, this is how you're supposed to behave. No, don't speak like this.
When it comes to even haircut,
don't
hairstyles.
do this. I mean, everybody has an opinion, but I feel that if you don't have that level of authority over me, such that your advice makes meaning to my judgments, I don't have to. And I used to follow people like that. And today they will tell you, oh, why did you braid your hair? The next moment they'll ask you, oh, why have you left your natural hair? And why
did you use this color?
why
It's red. Why
are
is
you
it not
using
black?
this? Yeah, I braided this color because I like it.
It's for
So
witches.
if you don't like it, go for something you like and put it on your hair.
That's
the thing. Everybody wants to have a voice over your life.
I think we make it that simple. The way we are talking about it makes it feel like it's so simple. But why is it hard for us to even break off or break from the weight of public opinion?
I think the reason why it's sometimes hard, it's fear and the tendency to be cut off or ostracized or secluded. Because
exactly.
if we are all supposed to be in a group, we feel, or we are supposed to belong in this community.
Fear of rejection.
The fear of rejection. And so if I go differently, if my beliefs and my behaviors act a bit, and mind you, I'm not talking about morals, or I'm not even talking about religion. I'm talking about just our way of design.
Yes.
Yeah, our design and our human complexities. And you feel that if yours is a bit different, and then you will be ostracized from the group or whatever. And so because of that fear, you tend to identify with everybody. But you know the problem with trying to identify with everybody, your identity is lost. You are not somebody made of something. Now it's like everybody's voice, a little bit and pieces of people are living
inside of you.
You are not genuine. And so it is, yeah, we learned this at a very later stage in life, but it's okay. You don't have to also base your life on regrets. Now that you know, what are you doing? Because everybody would want to dampen their beliefs on you.
Everybody has a voice.
You have to stand for something. Otherwise, you fall for everything.
Facts. Right.
So, I mean, know whose voice matters in your life. Know which person's advice you can take. And be able to make your own sound judgment. We talked about this when we dealt with self-reliance. If you yourself, you are not standing strong, you are not firm, I mean, that is when other people can have a control over your life. So, I mean, with regards to opinions will never cease. There used to be this, I think it's still there. They said opinions are like noses. Everybody has one.
Yeah.
Everybody has. For some time, I wasn't so much into social media because I was like, everybody is trying to talk.
We are in
names of talkative.
We are in an age where everyone has a voice. Everyone has a phone, so we just go there. We can just go pour everything that we want to pour.
Yeah.
Now social media has become like a remedy. It's like an encyclopedia. It has become an encyclopedia for people. Where did you learn how to? What are you mixing? This medicine you are mixing. I saw it on this person's page.
We are just following.
Has it been
blindly.
vetted and approved? This person is not a licensed medical practitioner or a professional
the person
on
even
something.
Failed chemistry.
Like Benedict.
And he's recommending concoctions for you to drink. What is the chemical formula?
And we just look. I'm telling you, the doctors on social media. Who is Einstein? Einstein.
All of these people, they are talkative. That's why I like that song from Kofi Boham. He said, silence the voices in your head.
There is a lot going on. I saw this remedy. If I mix this and this and I use it after 3 days and your color will be shining. Hey, 3 days.
You want it to shine or you don't want it to shine?
That's a good question. It's not even about that. But now, okay, there are a lot of voices. So why are you doing this? Oh, I heard from this so and so that if you wear this, something is going to.
Yeah.
If you wear this kind of apparel, something is going to enter you, and you're not going to. Look, and it's not like people are that dumb, but something which is negative. It is loud. If it is loud enough,
sales.
It depends on how you are going to personalize that level of communication.
Yeah.
If you loud it enough and you package it in such a way, it becomes like knowledge. It becomes like something people can imbibe. Now, what you need is a very good sound, good camera.
That's all.
Good editing, and it's like
light.
I'm not saying that all of it sells, but it depends on the market.
Yeah.
Everything that you are selling will have, and if it is patronized by one person, it will also, especially if it is negative, if it agrees with people's mental construct and the way they think, okay, now it becomes accepted.
Yeah.
You see it. And at times, we just get to realize that sometimes it's like a virus. You can't control it because there is always going to be that one naive person that somebody will be on social media and say, we have this number, we have this group. If you send me, let's say $100, you get $1 million in return.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. And we would have people who would actually send $100 to get $1 million back. So we would always have people like that. But to always see between the lines, as we said, you have to limit the voices. You know, it's not every person or it's not everything that you should be listening to.
No.
No, it's not everything that you need to give your attention to. So we would have to understand that giving your attention to everything, okay, will don't make it like something viable or something important for your development. So please let us have this understanding to know that the weight of public opinion will matter depending on the scale that you are possessing. Okay, if something would weigh heavy, it depends on the scale it's being placed on.
Yeah.
So if you make it or if you allow it into your mental space and it now begins to cloud your judgment, change your morals on the way you see life and the way you understand things, now it would now start affecting you and playing with you mentally. That is where it starts from. Psychologically, it's going to question you whether you are, because we are looking in other people's mirrors and lenses and judging ourselves. Are we really worth it, or are we doing life the way we are supposed to do it? I know perhaps you are very ambitious and you expect change at a very rapid rate, but where you are, knowing that you are putting in the work, building blocks, and you are going through every stage the way you are supposed to go through it, learning and imbibing knowledge and knowing that you are paying the price for it, definitely there is going to be a reward ahead of you. So keep pushing, doing what you do, and really believe in yourself first before you make the opinion of others cloud your judgment or have any effect on your decision making. So this is what I would say to our viewers or anybody having the chance to listen to us. So madam, what would you say to them?
And to wrap it up, I think you should be in control of your life and your emotions.
Right.
I, for some time, deliberately decided I'm not a morning person. I'm more of a nocturnal. Like, I'm usually active during the after midday. So if you call me very early in the morning, chances are that I won't pick your call. When I have chances are that I won't, because I've built this intentionality where when I wake up in the morning, I want to sit still and let my soul be quiet.
You calm the mind down. The mind is all over the place.
Finish communicating with God and then set out make some connections such that when I'm done and I now pick my phone, whatever thing that I'm seeing, it's not that is trying to now take a seat within me. It is now going to rub with whatever decisions that I've set out for the day. And if it clashes, then I can just throw it away. And so I think it's one of the things, if you are battling with everyday things clouding your mind from people's opinions and not knowing how to detach sometimes from social media, which can sometimes be depressing.
The new encyclopedia is the new dictionary.
It starts from you actually making certain decisions. You woke up in the morning and the first thing you are going to turn on the TV to look at the news. Have you even communicated with your maker or even sat down to make a talk or decision with your own self?
You don't even have a resolution.
You are coming out of your house and you've not built anything that your day is going to be structured.
Any solid framework.
Nothing. And so definitely what others say to you negatively is going to penetrate and sit and have its roots. But if you yourself you've woken up and you've planted a certain root or a certain seed in you, when you come out and someone says something conflicting with what you spoke about yourself.
You already have your day planned out.
You already have your day planned out.
You have your template already.
You have your template.
So,
and so nothing negative can come and cloud your judgment. So I think one of the key ways that you can limit the control of people's voices or opinions about you is you yourself know where you are going, know what you are about, and set good templates for yourself such that you can always scan through people's voices with your lenses, whatever belief systems you've set for yourself, and it conflicts with it, you just thrash it.
Okay, so that is very, very. This is actually so good. I think we can go on and on and on with the weight of public opinion, because it's one of the major standpoints in our society today. You know, we are living off people's templates and we are living off people's framework for our lives, and it wasn't designed or meant to be that way. You know, so as we wrap up, I'll tell you to find yourself, find your roots in your thinking, in your processing, in how you see life. Okay, it's about time we attack life with some form of bravery, with some form of mental strategy, that we are always going to be potent, we are always going to be alive in every situation, in any way. Okay, to break forth, to always be ahead, to always have this firm belief that everything is going to turn out for our good, even when things don't seem to align the way we like it. It shouldn't be a space where we have to feel exhausted, but it's a space that we have to feel empowered to keep going. And I believe that when we really have a firm stand on ourselves with how we understand the world, how we receive rejection, and how we can maneuver our way through the weight of public opinion, we are going to be better versions of ourselves. And I really believe that with all the excerpts of information that we have given out or we have actually discussed, even if it's not everything we had the opportunity or the time to touch on, the little we have touched on is going to be the beginning, or it's like a seed, the beginning of something great in the life of somebody who has the chance to listen to this. So, Madam.
Yes, I think we've come to the end of today's session, and even though we couldn't exhaust every single bit of the broad topic that we had, these few nuggets I believe could help you sit down and take hold of your life and your destiny and your purpose, and whatever you set out to do, you'll be able to fulfill them. And so that's how we sign out today. And
so God bless everybody for watching, and we'll see you on another episode of the Talking Drum podcast. I believe it's getting better and better, and we thank you for riding with us on this amazing journey. And as we've always promised you, the show is going to keep on getting better and better for every one of us. Thank you for being a part of our journey and always tuning in to enjoy everything we serve you on the Talking Drum podcast. So see you in another episode.
Free your mind, free your spirit, and free your soul. The water